Hi guys, welcome back. This episode is going to be a bit of a learning curve for everybody, mainly me. I'm doing a flipped radius arm conversion on my 79 series. So yeah, I'll just run you through what's involved, the kit I got, and yeah, I'll just get into it. I have a bit of welding experience, nothing like I'm about to tackle, but it's all a learning curve and I want to learn how to do it. So only one way of learning, and that's just to do it. So yeah, anyway, I'll run you through this kit. So it's off King Salas Customs. I don't know if that's how you say it, probably not. But as you can see, you get new radius arms, all your bracketry has to be welded. It's a brace kit as well, so it comes with a brace, so you can brace up your diff, which is awesome because I wanted to do that anyway. They're just still part of the brace. Yeah, so pretty well getting rid of the superior arms under here, which have been copping a flogging, as you can see, just on ruts and everything else. So I'm so keen to have all this cleared and heaps of clearance. I'm probably gonna do some bash guards for the front, because you can see my sump plug has copped a flogging, or copped a beating from a bloody rock when I did the Alice track. So yeah, I'll do that while I'm welding everything. So pretty well, it's all new to me, so I'm not going to tell you how to do it. I'm just going to do it, and hopefully you can learn from me or my mistakes. It's going to be caster correction, which it shouldn't be far off anyway, because that's all caster correction underneath there. So I've taken measurements, angles, sorry, from my digital angle guide, gauge, sorry. So yeah, that's just going off the kingpin. I haven't taken anything apart, which I won't be for now until I get it all out, and that's underneath the diff, so 5.5 degrees, 6.2. So it's, you know, pretty rough in the right ball figure. So yeah, let's get into it. I'm going to put you guys on a time lapse, and we're going to pull this diff out right now. So sit back, grab a can, and yeah, stay tuned. That's all out, guys. Wasn't too bad. Biggest thing was finding jack stands big enough. Had to use my tyres. I know it's not good. You're probably gonna say stuff about it. I know that it's not safe, but it's what I had and it's probably the safest solution that I had to do this job. My jack stands were just not big enough and I had no wood to pry them up. So anyway, enough about that. It's all good. Diff's out, awesome. Everything looking good, I guess. So yeah, we'll whip these arms off, superior arms, and we'll do a bit of a comparison anyway to see how different they are. Doesn't really matter anyway, but yeah, so everything went pretty smooth under here. Just got the brake line up there with a rag around it. Yeah, drag link. There's the locker line and the diff breather. Yeah, so now the fun begins, I guess. So I'll drag this out, whip these arms off, and yeah, I'll catch you up from there. This is where I'm up to. It was good fun lifting that up by yourself on this. Probably could have taken more off to make it lighter, but anyway. So I took the arms off, they're just sitting there, and straight away you can tell they're so much heavier. I guess, you know, there's a lot more to them than these. These will be for sale. I'm going to sell them real cheap, just when I'm going. Nothing wrong with them. As you can see, I'm just changing it because I'm starting to do harder and harder tracks, and I want more clearance. So I think these are like $1,400, could be wrong. Somewhere around there. I'm probably going to ask for, I don't know, $800 or something. So if you're keen, let me know. Yeah, so I'm just going over a few things. Got the brace, just checking all that stuff. So yeah, it's the braces from the top. These other ones go underneath, roughly in there, just to brace all that. Yeah, so I'm really tempted just to weld wire, like as it sits, without taking all this shit apart, because I've just finished rebuilding all that, and if anyone knows how much fun they are to take apart and put them back together, you know why I'm tempted just to weld. Obviously I wouldn't weld full passes, I just have to stop, go to one side to the other, but yeah. Anyway, I'll keep going cleaning up. Probably start by cutting these brackets off, and probably remove this brake line and go from there. Righto guys, so decided to actually jack it up on some jack stands properly. Get rid of the old tyres because that was just stupid. Anyway, so I took off my brake line. Yeah, everything's sort of ready to go, I guess. I'm gonna begin to cut the old brackets off. I'm just gonna cut down, straight down either side to get this part off, and I'm gonna see how far down the new bracket goes, and I'm just gonna like use this for alignment, you know, just to get it roughly before I put the arms on, and then slide this diff back under just to double check everything before I tack everything together. But yeah, I just wanted to I'm just going to leave that either side. So yeah, so I'm going to get cutting. I'm just going to put using the time lapse again. half of it off, the first half, the front half. I just used a grinder and then realised that it was way too hard, so this came in handy. It really worked better. Apart from your freaking battery splitting in half halfway through, so I swear that shit only happens to me. I suppose it's cut up a few cars now, get pretty old. Yeah, so I'll flip it over now and do the other side. So after, I don't know, 10 minutes, bit of fucking around with blades and that, got it off, or cut it off, didn't get it off. Yes, not a very fun job, but anyway. I'm gonna grind, smooth all that out through here. I'm gonna leave these on for now until I know exactly where everything else goes. So yeah, so I'll clean them up. We'll test fit these brackets we've got to weld on and see what else we have to cut. It's the next day, just walking back to the shed. I don't know where I picked up from last night, but I'll just run through where I'm up to. Yes, I just got the plate sitting there, just loosely. Yeah, everything went pretty smooth, so oh yeah, and I fitted the arms in just loosely. They're just sitting there with the bolts through them. So next stage is to drag this diff back under. Gonna put the wheels back on the diff. Put the wheels back on the diff. Jack the car up to the height, that ride height. I've taken a measurement off a cross member on the front end, which is 710. I've got a little board down here. 710 to this cross member under here. So once I get it to that height, I'll wheel this diff under and I will try and get it to the right crack caster that I need, which it should be around that 4 to 5 degrees. So it did have caster correction. All this is caster correction by Superior, so so it was pretty close. So yeah, I'll probably just clean up where the plates are going to sit roughly, and I'm probably going to have to still don't know 100% where these sit. I'll be tipping it somewhere there, so I'm gonna have to probably get a cardboard template and know exactly where they go, and then trim these, because I don't think these come perfect. That side's alright if it goes where it's supposed to. Yeah, work that out soon. So yeah, anyway, I'll do a few things and update the guys when I get there. There you go, guys. So just test fitting the diff back in. Just have to make a few marks. I'm gonna have to trim these brackets up. They just don't fit very neat. Definitely on the left-hand side, the passenger side. So yeah, had the diff in there. It's just rough. Still got to put the wheels on it, get it to ride height and all that before I do the caster angle. And then yeah, so we'll just have to cut and trim these to get them to sit nicer, clean the diff up a bit more, and yeah, and just do the same on the other side. It's all going pretty smooth. yeah, so I'll whip the diff back out, trim all that up, and next video will be probably it in, ready to be tacked into position after we get the right angles, the caster and pinion angle. So yeah, getting closer. So push the diff back under. I'm just sitting there now. Put the brackets on and done them up tight and cut them out to suit. So now we'll just get our pinion angles and all that sort of fun stuff. Oh yeah, so we put the 37s on because when you set your height, your ride height, which was 710, I got the measurement from under here and it is probably 20 to 30 mil more, so I thought if I put the 37s on to bring the diff up higher, because I can't lower the car because of my jack stands I've got. So yeah, hopefully this gets it closer to the ride height we need, so shouldn't be far off. Yeah, so we'll just line everything up and do a few tacks and wheel it back out and hopefully do full passes on the weld. So let's do that. So after mucking around with the caster and pinion angle, we got it sitting pretty happy around that 4.5 on your pinion, and caster is at about 6.5. It's roughly what I had, only a degree difference, just to try and help that tail shaft a little bit better. So I'm just going to run it like that. Look, I don't know if it's 100% right, but I'm just going with that. So yeah, I'm just about to tack it all up and yeah, wheel it back out and do some full passes. Well, it was going so well until I wasn't. I put some nice tacks on, everything welded up sweet, or tacked up sweet, and we dragged the diff out to do some final passes on it. And I said to Dad, oh, you know, it looks pretty close to the coil hat, and it is too close. So came with no instructions at all, so you know, and it's my first time ever doing this sort of stuff, so it's a learning curve for sure. So in closer inspection on their photos, which is only 2 and it only shows the right side, the driver's side, yeah, this side's even worse. The bolt, actually, don't mind it, I actually put this in the wrong way, but it doesn't matter now, I've got to cut it out and space it over so it doesn't actually line up with the old ones, so it has to offset, which, yeah, I didn't know, but anyway, now I do. So don't do what I did, and yeah, it sucks. So I've got to get some new cutting blades tomorrow. So we're going so well, we could have probably had this thing in tonight, but yeah, not anymore. That's all right. Live and learn. So yes, until tomorrow, I'll pick up the video and go from there. So I got the diff out. All these are tacked on into place where they need to be. Just done sort of half. Not too bad. Still got to do the insides of some others, but yeah, pretty happy how it's welding. Keep going, just let it cool down, and then yeah, I'll finish the other half. Righto, so finished welding, full passes over everything. I'm pretty happy with the welds. I really needed some anti-splatter spray. It'd be hard to see, but you know, they're all the way around, pretty even. So pretty happy. So for my welding skills, might bite me in the ass because I didn't take the diff apart, but we will see. I'll keep you updated on that if, you know, I get any leaks or anything. But like I said at the start, I fully rebuilt this diff not long ago, so which it might make me do it again. Anyway, so I've got the diff brace, which is probably the biggest the biggest concern about getting heat into the diff, but I think I'm going to do it anyway. Just do it slowly, just do it inch at a time, and just let it cool down, then weld again, cool down, weld again. So yeah, we'll do that now. I've got to cut this to the right length. It will go somewhat like that once I've shortened it, of course. So yeah, I'll do that now. Righto, she is. Skipped a few steps on the old camera, but brace is on, other bits of brace, and yeah, really happy with how it turned out. All the welds are good, well, good to me anyway. So just waiting for my old man to get around and we'll put the wheels back on and slide it under and test fit it all up, and let's hope that it all is right. Update, diff's in, everything lines up well. Super happy so far. Just got to make a new front brake line for the diff, of course, because the arms go over the top and that's where the brake lines used to go. So it all works, but I'm not happy with how it sits, so I might as well do it properly. Yeah, super happy. So yeah, it's taken a little longer than I thought, only because I've been doing things. Haven't been just working on this. So I just finished work. So brake line, tried to test this fit last night. What the hell did I just say? Tried to test fit this last night, and it just doesn't work. Doesn't want to sit nice. It's almost there, but just because the arms go over the top where this used to be, so I'm going to try and make my own. So yeah, I'm going to put you guys on a time lapse again, see what I can come up with. Hopefully it works. If not, I'll have to go to a shop and get one of them to make it for me, but hopefully I can do it myself. Out of the shed. I missed a lot of filming, but I'll catch you up in the morning. It's too dark now. Yeah, so happy. It's out of the shed. Still looking good. So yeah, anyway, I'll update you when it's daylight. Well, here it is, guys, the finished product, and what a difference it made. Yeah, can't even believe how much better it is to drive. It's just tightened up the front end. I don't know how or why, but this doesn't swerve nowhere near as much. It just feels really planted in the front end. Yeah, I'm over the moon with it. On my usual flex spot on the old truck, but even on just this, I got up like probably another foot, and the car felt heaps happier. Like it felt more stable in the front end. Yeah, it's put that well under the seal of the car now. I actually think I've just about maxed out my shock, which is a first. But yeah, can't believe the difference it's made. I don't think I showed you, but I had to make all new custom brake lines. So I made them from scratch. I haven't actually screwed them in just yet, but yeah. And I put some tape around them where I thought they were just going to rub, or just to prevent rubbing on it. But yeah, I'm stoked. Everything's gone well. I haven't welded the bottom of the diff yet. I'll get to that soon. Just had to throw it together to get it done. But yeah, everything feels good. Drives straight. So yeah, could not be happier. Clearance wise, it's about the same. I think it's actually moved my diff back, but not 100% sure yet. I'll have to put my 37s on to see if it has. But yeah, I can't say how much I'm impressed. It's shocked me how much it actually has changed the front end. Everything clears well under this side. Yeah, it's just amazing. So yeah, first time doing this sort of stuff. Like I said at the beginning of the video, it's not a video on how to do it, but I've just showed you how I've done it. I've learned lots, so I hope you learned something from this video. If you're thinking of doing this to your cruiser, I definitely recommend it. Yeah, highly recommend it. So my front end's nearly done, and yeah, it's time to nearly chop these out, I reckon, and do something fun with that. So anyway, give us a like, subscribe, please, share. Nearly at 300 subscribers, so that's good. Yeah, it helps out heaps to try and get to my goal. Yeah, any comments, leave them down. Any suggestions, leave them down. Always open for suggestions. So yeah, thanks guys, and see you on the next one.